Hello friends, welcome to CREDENCE IAS weekly Karnataka current affairs. In this video, I am going to discuss about the current events which have took place in the first week of April. So, going into the discussion of the main topic, we'll start with the Khelo India initiative. So, the Khelo India University Games will be held in Bangalore from April 24 to May 2nd. Okay, so this is an event which has been organized by the Union Ministry of Sports, Union Sports Ministry, in association with SAI, Sports Authority of India, and the various universities. So the major objective of this is to give a platform to the youth in the age group of 18 to 25 across the various universities to excel in the various sports including the athletics also. So it is like a training or a platform where they will be exposed, where the students will get an opportunity to showcase their skills and get a taste of inter-university competition. So the inauguration was done in 2020. This event started in 2020, and the first event was held in the state of Orissa in Bhubaneswar. Because of the pandemic, the next event cannot be organized. So in the year 2022, the 2021 event will be organized in Bangalore. This is the major aspect with regard to Khelo India University Games. This was recently launched. The program event was launched with the mascots. So the three mascots were identified for this program. So it includes Jaya, Vijaya, and Namma Veera. So these are the three mascots. So Jaya is all about the black buck. So Vijaya is about the tiger, and Namma Veera is about elephant. So you need to remember the mascots for this program. So it can be asked in the prelims or the objective types of examination. So you need to remember what are the mascots which have been given with regard to the KIUG. Having said that, around 20 sports will be showcased in this event, and these events will be held across various aspects, such as in the Jain University campus, in Kantireva Stadium, the hockey stadium. So under the various indoor stadiums and other various athletic platforms, these games will be exhibited. One more what you call it as a novel initiative which has been taken at this edition is the two important programs, or what we call it as sports, have been included. One is Mallakamba, the other is yoga. So these two has been added into the sports category. Mallakamba is nothing but a traditional sport which can trace its origin from the India, where the Malla is nothing but what we call as a wrestler. Kamba means pole. Okay, here the person exhibits his various skills with regard to the aerial yoga, the martial skills using the pole. So this is the unique type of sports which has been included as a part of sports in this current edition of the Khelo India University Games. So moving on to the next aspect with regard to the next initiative taken by the government of Karnataka. So the government of Karnataka decided to name the midday meal scheme on the name of Shivakumara Swamiji of Siddhganga Mata. So this is considered as a very novel and landmark gesture, where the midday meal scheme will be named after a noble, or what we call it a saint, who has dedicated his life towards the upliftment of the society, where he majorly focused on the students with regard to education, the accommodation, and also what we call it as the food. So he is called as Trivida Dasoha, which he has provided. So to honor him, the government of Karnataka has decided to rename the midday meal scheme on Shivakumara Swamiji. Okay. So moving on to the next aspect, it is regarding to the landmark legislation, what we call it as a program started by the government of Karnataka called as Nandini Kshira Samruddhi Cooperative Bank. So government has decided to establish a separate dedicated cooperative bank for the milk producers, since the milk producers and the milk unions plays a very important role in the socio-economic political upliftment of the society, majorly the rural socio-economic upliftment. The government decided to establish a separate cooperative bank for the milk producers. The various reasons for which the government has decided to establish here is, if it has given a fact saying that around 2000 crores of rupees will be transacted by the milk cooperative unions per day in Karnataka. So it shows the amount and the need to have a separate financial setup. Having this type of setup and various milk unions are operating in Karnataka, the government has decided to provide financial aid to the milk producers so that they can become financially independent and grow to the greater extent by uplifting the rural poverty or providing the employment opportunities to the rural economy, majorly to the rural economy. The government has decided to bring in Nandini Kshira Samruddhi Cooperative Bank. So it is a novel initiative, and it is a first in any state. Karnataka became a first state to bring in this concept, so where there will be a dedicated cooperative bank for the milk producers. The initial capital of 100 crore will be provided by the government of Karnataka, and the rest 260 crores will be provided by the milk cooperatives and milk federation. So this is the details with regard to the dedicated Nandini Kshira Samruddhi Cooperative Bank. So as all we know, cooperatives have played a very important role in Karnataka's economic development, especially the rural economy. They have helped in improving the rural hinterland, providing the economic opportunities to the rural sector, especially with regard to women, self-help groups, and providing alternative employment opportunities to the rural youth. The cooperative sector has played a very immense role. So in order to strengthen and provide financial aid to the cooperative sector and especially to the milk producers, the government has decided to bring in a novel initiative or a dedicated bank in terms of for the milk producers. So moving on to the next aspect, so it is regarding to the renewable energy in Karnataka. So it is important from the prelims as well as from the mains aspect. So renewable energy, the Karnataka distribution companies, DISCOMs, have topped the list, means they have assumed the top position with regard to the green term ahead market. So it is the Karnataka DISCOMs are the top energy sellers in terms of green term ahead market. The market which has brought in the report saying that the Karnataka leads all the states in terms of selling the energy from the renewable sources. So if you look at the installation capacity also, the Karnataka tops the list with around 15 gigawatt of installed capacity from the renewable source. Another 9 gigawatt is in pipeline. So by 2030 they have decided to add to this. So with this, the Karnataka will become a major state with having a great potential with regard to the renewable energy capacity. So you can add these points with regard to the mains, where in the GS3 paper and also in the geography aspect, energy resources also, you can add these points so that you can understand the current installed capacity of the renewable energies in Karnataka. So moving on to the next aspect, this is with regard to the Ricky Cage winning the second Grammy Award. So as all we know, Ricky Cage is a music composer who has already came into fame in 2015 when he won the first Grammy award. Okay, when he won the first Grammy award for his album Winds of Samsar. So but in with winning this first Grammy award, he has now bagged the second Grammy award for his album, for his the album called Divine Tides, and he shares this Grammy award with a composer called as Stewart Copeland. He was also he shares the Grammy award with the Ricky Cage. So with this, Ricky Cage became a person from India who got the Grammy award twice. So he comes into the list of renowned music composers such as Ravi Shankar, Zubin Mehta, Zakir Hussain and A.R. Rahman. To that list, the Ricky Cage also will be added. So this is one of the important achievements of Indians with regard to the international music composition. And he hails from Bangalore. That is one of the another important aspect. He is a product of Karnataka state. So for his Divine Tides, he has now got the Grammy Awards. If you look at what are Grammy Awards, Grammy Awards are the one of the renowned awards given in terms of music composition by the United States. So it is started giving the awards from 1959 onwards. It will give the awards for the outstanding music composition with regard to the composition of the music. So this award is presented by the United States with regard to the best music composition. So moving on to the next aspect, it is Jagjeevan Ram, Babu Jagjeevan Ram. So Karnataka state government has given Babu Jagjeevan state award for the persons who have made immense contribution with regard to upliftment of depressed class or scheduled caste and made a notable contribution in the upliftment of the downtrodden class. That is the issue. To mark the 115th birth anniversary of Babu Jagjeevan Ram, Government of Karnataka has decided to award the Babu Jagjeevan Ram award, which has a various features such as the award consists of 20 gram of gold and it carries 5 lakh cash and a shawl and a plaque. This is the what the award consists of, and this award was not given for past 5 years because of the various reasons such as 2017 assembly elections, 18 Lok Sabha elections. Following that, there is a pandemic. For that, for 5 years they have not been given. Now the government has decided to give all the awards of the past 5 years. The various beneficiaries who has got various the persons who have been awarded with this award are, so first is Danappa, C. Nilgol, then Muniswamy, then Kantaraju, then Veerappa, B. Savanur, then N.D. Venkamma. These are the persons which have been chosen for the Babu Jagjeevan Ram award. I think all of you know about the Babu Jagjeevan Ram. So he is the one who has played an immense role with regard to the India's freedom movement and played a key role with regard to establishment of All India Depressed Classes League, and he is popularly called as Babuji. So he was also the youngest cabinet minister during the interim government which was formed under the prime ministership of Jawaharlal Nehru, and he became the first labor minister. Okay, and also he has towards his life career he became an active part of the political arena, and he assumed various important portfolios including the defense, where during the defense, when he was the defense minister, the 1971 war took place which led to liberation of Bangladesh, and also he was the agriculture minister when the green revolution took place. So these are the various notable aspects with regard to the Babu Jagjeevan Ram. So moving on to the next aspect, it is with regard to Joint Innovation Center. So Joint Innovation Center is an center which the Bangalore International Airport, BIL, strives to achieve with association with Amazon. AWS, Amazon Work Solutions, where it has a collaboration and wanted to improve the digital infrastructure and digital development and capability in with regard to aviation sector. So they want to bring state of the art technologies such as the various aspects such as the machine learning, augmented reality, virtual reality, data analytics to improve the aviation development and also improve the passenger facilities and also the aviation related things. So this is with regard to the improvement that the BIL want to bring into the digital aviation sector. So moving on to the next aspect, it is regarding to the HAL. HAL recently bagged National Water Award. National Water Award. So this award was given by the Ministry of Jal Shakti for the industries. It is the HAL won this award in terms of best industry under CSR initiative. Best industry under CSR, corporate social responsibility. Under CSR activities, it has won the award. So for rejuvenation Kumudvati river, for rejuvenation of Kumudvati river near Bangalore, this HAL has been awarded with the National Water Award. So it is initiated by, it will be given by Ministry of Jal Shakti. So you need to remember the HAL has got the award as the best industry under the CSR activities for rejuvenation of Kumudvati river in Bangalore, near Bangalore. So moving on to the next aspect, it is related to the Nardoja award given. So the recently government has honored Nardoja award to the three great important personalities. The Nardoja award is initiated by the Hampi University and it gives the award to the persons who had done immense contribution towards the Kannada literature. So three personalities have been identified. They are Guru Channabasappa and Professor T.V. Venkatachala Shastri and Bhashyamma Swami. So these three persons have been recognized for their contribution and they have given the Nardoja award. So Guru Channabasappa, he hails from Chikmagalur district. Guru Channabasappa hails from Chikmagalur district and he worked extensively for the folk literature. So when it comes to Venkatachala Shastri hails from the Mysore. Venkatachala Shastri, and he made contribution to Old Kannada and classic literature. Old Kannada and classic literature. So when it comes to the Bhashyam Swami, he is from Mandya, Melkote. So his contribution is towards Sanskrit literature. So these persons have been awarded. This year's Nardoja award has been given to these three great personalities. Moving on to the next aspect, so it is a parasite wasp has been detected. So what is important, because it is this wasp which has been detected or which has been discovered has been named as Atri, which is named after Ashoka Trust of Research in Ecology and Environment, which is based in Bangalore. So this is first in the history where a wasp is named after a research institute. So Ashoka Trust for Research in Ecology and Environment, based on the name of this institute, this wasp has been named. It is a parasitic based wasp. So it helps. So you can add this point for your GS paper 3, that is integrated pest management. This can be used by the human beings for the biological control of pests. It can be used for the biological control of pests. So this has been it has been found out, and it can be effectively utilized in the integrated pest management. Okay. So moving on to the next aspect, it is regarded to the BBMP has recently issued a circular. So thus you can also add it into your GS3 paper where you talk about the environment and ecology, where the BBMP focuses on the decentralized waste management or waste processing. So this is the concept in which they worked. So they talked about the bulk generators or the bulk waste generator has to process their waste in their premises itself. This is the circular which they have given. The waste generators who generate the waste more than 100 kg has to process their waste in their premises itself, so that it can be processed in situ there itself, and then it can be the waste can be segregated properly, processed there itself, and can be reutilized, so that the waste management, the solid waste management, which is considered one of the major important issues that the Bangalore is facing, can be addressed properly. So they focus on what we call it is a decentralized waste management technique. So it has become compulsory now. Who are the bulk generators, such as the apartments having more than 100 houses, or any big establishments which generate the waste more than 100 kgs, has to compulsorily need to carry out the decentralized or in situ waste processing system in their premises itself. So these are the various events which have took place in the first week of April. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching this video.